What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy middle of the week. Here we are. How are we feeling?
Middle of the week. Good. I'm tired. I think I've got the Jonas hangover.
I feel
it could be a week long event.
Could be. The Jonas flu, maybe?
It could be. It certainly could be. But no, I actually didn't, you know when you just have to really do nothing?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, I feel the
Monday
same.
after we came in.
Yeah, I feel the same exact way. Except I have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Oh.
Ugh. It's about that time of the year.
Yeah, but I feel like
I do enjoy the dentist
like
after.
the dentist.
No, after when I leave, I'm happy about the dentist.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I feel great that I went to the dentist.
Yeah.
It's the
teeth are so clean.
It's the build. Yeah, it's like, oh my God. It's the build up.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I know that no one knows what I mean because we all know hates the dentist. But
I think I got to go back again. I was there last month, but my tooth is still hurting.
Oh shit. Gotta do a checkup. Well, yeah, that's why I'm like, oh God.
Why are you worried that you're going to have something?
No. I'm not too worried about it. And if I do, whatever. But I'm just like, clean my teeth and I'm out of here. But have I thought about canceling? Yes.
Yeah.
I have thought about canceling a bunch.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like going to the dentist tomorrow. But I'm going to go.
Do you have to go all the way home?
Yes. Yes, I do.
See, that's what makes it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even worse.
Right.
Because it's like, if your dentist was in Jersey City, whatever, who cares?
I would just go to, right.
Yeah.
But having to go all the way to Long Island.
No, going, yeah.
But then having to switch dentists when they know you know what I'm saying? It's a whole other ball game.
I'm with you on that. I still haven't found a good dentist. Like, I've bounced around to a bunch of different ones because I still haven't. Like, sometimes I've gone into one and they look at my mouth for like literally 3 seconds, and then they're like, "Oh, you need to do this, 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 and this," and I'm like, "Okay, no, like you're just trying to charge me for a bunch of shit that I don't need."
Yeah, it's a scam.
So
the dentist isn't a scam. You have to go to the dentist.
No, for sure.
Anything else exciting happening this week?
No, not really.
March Madness continues. We're out,
it does.
by the way.
Yeah,
we never even talked about that. We lost
early, so didn't have to worry about it too much. I'm rooting for Michigan State because Gia.
Nice.
So that's exciting, and Claire also went to Auburn, so I can root for Auburn too.
Yeah.
And I think if Auburn and Michigan State both win, I think they play each other. Ooh.
Shit.
Yeah.
I actually do have that matchup, and I have Auburn winning.
State. Yeah. It's going to be, I hope, I think we were going to watch somewhere this weekend.
It's going to be gorgeous on Saturday.
Yeah.
73 and sunny in New York City.
Oh, is it actually?
Yes.
Going to a baseball game. How exciting.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Perfect weather. What baseball game?
Beautiful. Yankees.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't even realize it was going to be that nice. Really?
Yeah, it's going to be like 73 and sunny.
Gosh. That's so exciting. I didn't know. I watched, I got nothing else really this week. I'm going to see Mumford & Sons tomorrow. Very excited.
I love how you say you got nothing going on this week, but you're going to a concert, a baseball game.
That one just popped up. And they're playing the Brooklyn Paramount.
Oh,
which,
great venue.
That's what everybody keeps saying to me.
That might be my favorite venue.
Gia said that. My brother's friends also, they were like, "Oh, best venue ever." They keep saying.
The bars and drinks there are so nice, and just like the lighting.
Wow, I'm so excited. I've never been.
When you're in there, you feel like you're in a church when you look up.
Gia went to see Role Model there, and she showed me some of the videos, and I was like, "My God, that place looks stunning."
Saw Marcus
it's like
King
stained glass. It does look like a church almost.
It
was really cool.
I saw Sting there too.
Yeah.
Great.
You saw Sting?
Sting.
Oh, Sting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Sounds gorgeous. I'm going to have to look it up. I have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah. I will. That show is on Wednesday. I finished Severance.
Ooh, what did you think about the finale?
It was so good.
A++?
Oh my God, it was so good. A+ for sure.
What did you rate it, an A?
A.
Well, it's crazy. I was kind of like talking out loud to myself and I was speaking to Joe. Joe doesn't, it's not his favorite. He doesn't really love it. And afterwards, I was like, oh my God, that was amazing.
So he agrees with Noah?
No, but he, like, even after the finale, he was like, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, you're crazy.
But has he been like
so
watching
good.
every episode?
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I
gotta watch
the whole
this.
thing is yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling incredibly
I
left
think the
out.
finale was really, really good. So I loved it.
I feel very left out.
Jump on board.
I'm gonna have to. Any outie, I don't give a shit. Wherever. I'm gonna watch.
You got plenty of time now. Hopefully it doesn't take another 3 years for the next season
It'll
to come
probably be
out.
2 years for the next season.
I saw Ben say that it wasn't.
Gonna
I
be
said-
3
like,
years.
That was so funny that I
You
said
saw
that.
Ben? Your pal Ben?
Yeah.
I love that you just said, I saw Ben. I saw Ben say. I saw Benny. Benny said it probably won't be too long.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
you
So
know
it won't have people waiting too long, but it gives enough time for people to catch up. So maybe, like folks like me, I have enough time to catch up.
Plenty of time. More
Plenty
than
of time.
enough.
More than enough time. So hopefully I'll do that eventually. But we have a great episode because this is the episode where we have the Jonas Brothers on.
Woo-woo.
Now, I've got to preface this by saying they were 2 separate sessions. So they're 2 separate 15-minute interviews. So if things sound repetitive, it's because we had to ask some similar questions because it was a different crowd of people each time. But there is enough difference in both of them. I think different questions were asked in both of them.
Yeah.
I think they were both great.
I feel like I was just listening back to it. Like you could tell, like second session, you guys are like more loose, like the brothers and you.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
you're one
everybody's.
session in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think the second session, everybody loosened up, us and the brothers included. So I think it was really great. That'll be on this episode. The Camp Rock interview will be on Friday's episode. And shout out to Noah for wrangling all the footage because it was not an easy task, and he did it. So
And Sarah, Maddie,
yeah,
everyone.
Sarah, Maddie, of course.
They made sure we locked in all the good stuff.
Yes, locked it in, and Noah had to go through some files, but made it happen, made it work,
Your
and
just started ringing.
oh,
I
know
did.
that
I was
happens.
telling Fran just because I was given like a drive of like every single
Oh yeah, this is interesting.
ISO audio file of the entire day, like every instrument, every mic.
Mhm.
So I was trying to like find all of your files, but I could like hear all the isolated tracks of just Nick singing, of just Joe singing,
wow.
of just Kevin singing. And I was going through the voicemails, and there was a voicemail being like, "Does Kevin sing? I feel like we've never heard his singing voice." I have it. I have it.
He does have it. Wait, I want to listen to that
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, I mean-
That's what I said. I
They're
was
good.
like, oh, we could really
Yeah.
analyze everybody's ISO vocals.
We could
Yeah.
give a rating. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
I rated it. I won't say it now, but
Wow, I'm excited to hear. We'll have to go through that after. But great episode, Jonas Brothers.
That's crazy. Even all like all the instruments and everything.
yeah, like the one like there's like files hi-hat like
Wow.
on drum. Like
Wow.
Shit,
Wow.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I want to look through those files. But great episode with the Jonas Brothers, and then we have some topics and the pop corner. So why don't we just get into it?
Let's
Get
it.
into it, ladies and gentlemen. Mini skirts are having a major moment. I wore the scarlet mini skirt from Abercrombie to Jonas Con. Absolutely loved it. I paired it with one of their jackets, and it's the A&F scarlet skirt, and it's their best seller. The classic silhouette goes with any top and any plan. The new A&F Sienna skirt is also flirty and feminine, and it has the main character in a romantic comedy energy, which we all would love to have. Prepping for summer trips, then you could do so with Abercrombie's new textured pieces. The neutral dresses and skirts are beach vacation ready. And there's also the YPB, Abercrombie's active brand, which I love. I love working out in the YPB active stuff. I have all the colors, navy, black, pink. I love it all. Cheetah print. It's super, super comfortable. And they just dropped a ton of new skirt dresses and sets that go from maybe a coffee run to the courts, whatever you're doing. You can find your match to move in, and Abercrombie drops new pieces every week. And Abercrombie has a sale live right now, and you can use code AFCHICKS to get an additional 15% off at checkout from 3/26/25, so March 26th. 25 to March 31st. Offer valid in US and Canada. Excludes clearance and gift cards. You can see details online. All right, let's get into some topics. The first one, I am feeling weird about this. The Golden Bachelor is combining with Bachelor in Paradise. They're having the oldies with the youngings on Bachelor in Paradise. I'm confused about this whole thing. I think that the Bachelor franchise, they want to do something different. There's all these reality shows right now, and they're trying to keep up. They've fallen behind a little bit, and they're a lot of it, I would say, actually, and they're trying to keep up. And I think they were in a room somehow, and they thought, ooh, this is a genius idea. This will get the people going. And I have to say, I don't think it landed the way they thought it was going to land. I think actually it did quite the opposite, because people are like, what? Like, how does this make sense? You're going to have the old people with the young people, and we know there's going to be some sort of storyline where it's going to be like, ooh, the younger girl and the older guy, and it's going to make everybody uncomfortable, and we're not going to be here for it. Or you're going to have the younger guy and the older woman, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, why?
I don't think they're going to interact at all.
I mean, here's the thing. They're not, but they're going to force some sort of storyline where that happens to make people tune in and like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was just all the youngings interacting and then all the oldies interacting, then just make it 2 separate shows.
It just sounds like it is 2 separate shows, and they didn't know what to do, so they just said, let's make it one show.
And they're going to put it on one show, and it's like, I don't know. It just feels like a very strange format.
Yeah.
It's a weird format, and I don't know who was in the room that approved this and was like, yes, let's give this a go. People are going to eat this up, because I'm not eating it up. I'm not sure if other people are eating it up, but I'm not really into it. It's just more like, you know, because a once beloved franchise, you know?
Yeah. No,
sad to see him go out like that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like a once beloved franchise.
No, they continually are making the wrong moves.
Yes.
Yeah. No, for sure. It has felt that way. There was also like a news story that came out a few weeks ago too about some of the head producers being like outed from the franchise, but not for Paradise, for like Bachelor and Bachelorette, I think. And then they already had somebody else for Paradise. It is true. It is, oh, have the mighty have fallen type scenario where it's like, and I do really feel like I'm rooting for you. Like, I want the show to be good. I want them, like, I want to be able to talk about it. I want to have fun. I want to watch and enjoy it. But having like first of all, they just straight up didn't do Bachelor in Paradise last year. So now we're bringing it back, and the way you're going to bring it back is to send grandma and grandpa to the beach. I just like, I don't understand.
Grandma and grandpa can't be in the sun.
And grandma and grandpa, like, congrats, go do Bachelor in Paradise old home edition. Like, I don't know, like, just it doesn't have to be, you don't have to make it combined.
No.
It could be different seasons. It could be a whole different show. There's only so many contestants that they've had because they've only had a Golden Bachelor and a Golden Bachelorette. So it's not like there's only so many contestants that could potentially go on the show.
Yeah, this wasn't what they thought it was going to be.
And I don't think this is going to make...
It's a train wreck.
I don't think this is going to make the Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants want to go on Paradise.
No, they're going to be like,
it's
what?
Like, oh, wait, what? Why? Like, because then it's also like, are having the Golden Bachelor contestants there, does that take up the numbers where if you're Andrew, I'm just throwing out a name, and they call you up and they're like, hey, you want to go to Paradise again? They're like, you want to go to Paradise again? There's going to be X amount of girls, but there's also going to be 5 Golden Bachelor ladies.
It would be funny though.
What?
Maybe they're not there for each other, but it's like one girl's stressing out and you kind of have like a mother figure giving you like advice.
Yeah, I mean I think that is what they're going to push a lot. But then that's not what. But then the Golden Bachelor contestants are not there to be parents. They're there to find love.
But then it's like they're just sharing. Oh, can you believe what Granny over here told me?
I don't know. This
the
is
whole
just
thing
an
is
all
incredibly
around
bizarre.
bad
like,
idea.
I actually just don't get it. I think it's incredibly bizarre. The whole thing. I think it's weird. I think that's how I feel. You know, I'm just like a big sigh. Not really something to look forward to. if it becomes interesting, yeah, I think everyone will jump aboard, but it's just a weird format. It's something that doesn't make a ton of sense, really, at all.
No, I don't like it. I really don't like it.
I think everyone went, ugh,
yeah,
when they saw it.
No, totally.
Which is not the reaction you want from people.
When I saw I kept digging more into it because I was like, there's no way this is it. And that's really all they announced. It was like, hey, Golden Bachelor, they're headed to the beach too. And then that was really the whole thing. That was like really all Jesse Palmer said, because it was the finale of The Bachelor on Monday. Congrats to Grant. He is engaged, which I don't know why. And I really didn't see any spoilers or anything, but I just wasn't getting the vibe that he was going to be, him and his person were like still going to be together. I don't know why. I just like had that feeling because it just felt like the build up, there wasn't a lot of faith in the love story here. And he seemed so back and forth. And it really did seem like Grant made some mistakes when it came to Latia, who was the runner-up. She has since revealed that there was many an instance of like him telling her she was his number one and they could end the show right now. And even before the last time she saw him, before the engagement, she's like, next time I see you, be engaged. She's like, yeah, I can't wait. Like, love you. Be like, oh, I would be shocked and appalled as well. It did not seem like she really has any, there's no love lost there, I would say, really, between them now. But Grant and Juliana are engaged, and ABC gifted them a trip to Italy, and off they go, I think he's going to move to Boston, he said.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to them, but it seemed like he did spew some lies and lead Latia on, which, she has every right to be a little pissed off if he was like, yeah, I can't wait to get engaged to you tomorrow, and then just didn't propose to her.
And he'd be like, oh, I'm not your person. Okay, well, you've been telling me I was number one since our first date. Like, what?
Yeah, like, that's confusing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, ever so often I get a flashback of when that girl lied to me about the ending of Zach's season.
Yeah.
Like, where did we go wrong? Like, I'm just like, sometimes I just get a flashback and I'm like, where did it go wrong that this woman sold me such a lie?
Yeah.
And I believed it.
Yeah.
And she believed it.
Yeah.
I'm so thrown off by that still.
And it really was, because Katie and Zach are still going very strong. They're actually so adorable. I love following them and Katie, I think, just posted they set their date for their wedding. So
yeah, I mean, it's just mind blowing. Like I want to do a whole documentary just about this DM exchange of where did it go wrong?
Yeah.
Why did I believe this? Why did you tell me this?
Yeah.
Was it all a scam?
I know. It's crazy.
And then she was upset with me.
Yeah, she was.
For being upset about it being wrong.
Yeah.
It's like very confusing. It leaves me very startled sometimes.
She may not listen to the show
I don't
anymore.
think probably anymore, but I was confused why she was mad.
Yeah.
I just had a Instagram memory pop up of a year ago today was when we were at the finale.
I just saw that actually too.
Those folks do stay on schedule.
You know what?
They do stay on schedule.
Are you going to tell me that Joey and Kelsey was a year ago today?
It's crazy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, is that crazy?
And that feels like a lifetime of Bachelor.
It does.
Now we're having the Golden Bachelors.
No, it just feels like Joey's done so much too. I know.
Oh my God, yeah. Remember, because Gary was there.
Yeah.
Gary with a G.
Yeah, he
G-R-R-Y, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
He was there, yes.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so
he was there.
And they really are. They're changing things up, right? So it's like they finished the season of The Bachelor, and then the big announcement was that there wasn't going to be a Bachelorette this year, and they're revamping. They're bringing back Bachelor in Paradise.
Like,
and this is the big.
Here's the thing.
This is the big twist. They're sending
Kelsey's
Mama and Pop to the beach.
Is Kelsey's dad gonna go to the beach?
No, because he's with Barb from One Tree Hill.
Oh, right. Okay, good. I was gonna say,
I see that pop up on my TikTok.
I was gonna say Kelsey's dad goes to the beach and then like Maria is there.
Oh, stop.
You know what I mean?
Oh, stop. Yeah. But yes, I know where you're.
Like, I just, but
no, he's a taken man. Barb from One Tree Hill.
Good. Well, anyways, good luck with that.
No, her name is Barb.
Her name is
in real life. Deb is her
Deb.
name on the show.
and not Aunt Deb.
Nanny Deb.
Deb.
Yeah. Deb is her character.
Yeah,
Barb is her real
name.
name. Yeah.
And Deb is her character.
Yes.
Deb from
Yes.
Montreal
Yes.
and Kelsey's
Yes.
dad, which is really sweet.
Very
That's
sweet.
nice.
I don't know what it is. Maybe, and I don't talk about them a lot that my phone would be listening, but I do get TikToks of them that come up, and they're videos that have no comments, 3 likes, and like 14 views, and somehow they're coming up my For You page. The last one I saw was the two of them. They were at a bar somewhere, but they looked like they were maybe karaoke or stage or something. They were dancing together. It was so cute.
Was it them that posted it or somebody else?
No,
Like
somebody else.
Like a fan posted it of them?
Yeah. Like a girl posted like, oh my God, look, it's Nanny Deb and Kelsey's dad.
Whenever I get a TikTok on my page, that's like you said, like 14 likes,
Yeah.
300 views. I'm always more intrigued. Like I just want people to know that I am clicking those accounts.
Totally.
Like, if you pop up on my page, my For You page, and you have 2 likes, I'm clicking your page to see why I got fed your random
Right. It's
video.
like, why am I
Why?
being,
Yeah. And like sometimes it's not even about a celebrity or
No.
anything, which would make most sense.
No.
But sometimes I just get people talking about their lives.
Yes.
That I have no, like there's no mutual follow, nothing.
Yeah.
It's a random person and I get their page and I'm like, damn.
And then you want to see how many views the video got. And you're like, why am I being fed a video that has 4,000 views and nothing?
Yeah, when we were in Fiji, I was on Fiji Talk.
Oh, yeah.
So I was getting all of the people that lived in Fiji on my For You page.
Right.
And I was very interested. And I had a grand old time. And I wish that it sort of stayed in that For You page house, but it didn't. It went back
That's so fair.
to what it is now. But
So, I don't know. Paradise will certainly take a spin.
we'll see.
Like,
We
you
shall
think
see.
They might want to, the younger people may want to say a little more buttoned up. Like, you want to,
Right. Oh my God, I wanted my cheeks out in front of Papa.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is.
This whole thing is ridiculous. I want to see who signs up.
Introducing innovation from the award-winning #1 dry shampoo brand. The new Batiste Light Dry Shampoo is the lightest dry shampoo, addressing some of the main reasons you may not already be using dry shampoo. It blends seamlessly into your hair and leaves no visible white residue. It's lightweight, non-gritty. It absorbs oil and grease for a cleaner looking hair without weighing it down. The Batiste Light Dry Shampoo comes in 2 soft and subtle scents, Mellow Melon and Zen Matcha. Both smell great. They are very, a light scent. It's not too overpowering. It smells clean. You're spraying that in your hair. It's a great scent. The Light Dry Shampoo is perfect for those moments when you just need your hair to go a little bit longer before you have to do the full process of washing again, the whole thing. For me, like if I'm in the gym in the morning and then I have to come into the office, I make sure I have that Batiste Light Dry Shampoo. So it just makes everything look great, brings my blowout back to life. You can buy the Batiste Light Dry Shampoo online or in store at your nearest retailer.
Moving on, we got some clarification. Jennifer Aniston and Pedro Pascal are not dating. They went on dinner. They got dinner with mutual friends. They went on
They went on a dinner.
They went on a dinner. They had dinner
Multiple people at said dinner.
with mutual friends, and they said it happened. Sometimes you go to dinner with mutual friends and you're at dinner together. And I'm just like, did they go to dinner at Sunset Tower? Did they get after dinner drinks there? Like, is there a restaurant there?
No, it looked like there was a bit. Yeah, it seemed like they had dinner there. It was a big group. It was just the only people that were photographed or recognized, or who knows, but were those two. But that there was other people that were there.
The dream, it fell fast. Up.
Yeah, no.
Oh, they might be dating.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing a show
But
together.
maybe
Just a damn dinner.
Maybe it's a little
Decoy.
Meryl Martin. We're just friends.
Yeah,
you know?
Meryl Martin. They had us fooled for quite some time.
They
But
did,
hey,
they
we're no fools.
They did.
We knew you two rascals were
We
feeling
knew
each
there
other
was
out.
chemistry when we saw those two together.
Of course, endless chemistry.
So I don't know. We could dream about that one, but yeah, just see they squashed that pretty fast.
They did, and I am, if you squash something that fast, yeah, it really must not be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they squash that so fucking fast.
You don't even let it.
You don't let it breathe any air.
Yeah. Yep.
Noah Centineo and Zoe Kravitz, on the other hand, it's breathing some air.
A lot.
Who knows? Moving on to some housewives. The ending topic is really like, wow. But first, Garcelle is departing from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
She is.
Which I find to be sad. I love Garcelle on Beverly Hills.
I do too. I'm disappointed.
And yeah, I just feel like Garcelle added another element to the show. I feel like she added a voice to the show that was needed, and now she will be leaving. But she said that, there's things happening in her life, her boys,
Yep. She's a busy, busy woman.
Yep.
And there is something to be said about leaving, giving people a chance to miss you and leaving. What's the phrase I'm looking for?
You don't want to be the last to leave the party?
Yeah.
Leaving you wanting more.
Leaving you wanting more.
Leaving you wanting more. You want to be the last to leave the party.
Exactly.
If Beverly Hills takes a dive.
Right. Like, it's not like we're not going to let it run its course. Garcelle has, I think, always been, at least by us, enjoyed on the show, So it's not like scandal has happened or she's being run out or she's been put on pause or any of those things that happen with Housewives. So it's a way to just be like, you know what? Taking a little break from this. She did say, Andy's told her she's welcome back whenever she wants and blah, blah, blah. But for right now, her, boys are at high school, last year of high school, wants to be there for that. She's also been like producing and acting and doing a ton of stuff. So she's had a lot of projects coming up. So I'm sad to see this one. I'm sad to see her leave the show because I do think she is a great piece of the puzzle because she is really, a lot of times I find what I am thinking Garcelle says.
Exactly.
And like the questions I want answered, Garcelle is asking.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yes, thank you, Garcelle.
Right.
So who's going to take that role?
Exactly.
And be like, Kyle, what's going on with Morgan? I need that person.
Exactly. And that's why it's disappointing because now it's like they're going to be able to get away without talking about certain things when they don't have that person in the mix.
Yep.
So it is disappointing, but if Garcelle doesn't want to be in the show anymore, then props to Garcelle.
Totally fine. Yeah, exactly.
I think you do you, Garcelle.
Yep.
On the other side of this whole thing, I mean, my God, the reason I found out about what was happening between Teresa Giudice and Giudice, sorry. And
I just think it's because Bethany Frankel calls her Teresa Giudice.
I know, and we always say Giudice, but like,
that's what she says.
Yeah. And Louis, her husband, I saw Bethany Frankel's TikTok, and I see Bethany Frankel's TikTok, and she's just going on about Teresa and how Teresa is the worst picker of them all, and that
worst picker of all pickers.
And Bethany was like, besides me, and she was like, but I didn't end up in the clink, which made me cackle. Talking about the money situation that Teresa has found herself in yet again, now with Louis.
Yep.
They owe over $2 million in taxes.
Yeah.
Okay? How?
More so Louis.
Well, Louis does. And Teresa.
She does too.
Well, she does because she said on Watch What Happens Live with Andy that she didn't sign a prenup with Louis. And I think after what happened with her past marriage, the fact that she went into this marriage without signing a prenup is actually insane. And now she owes, and Louis owe over $2 million. They owe over $2 million. Is Teresa gonna end up in jail again? Like, how do you end up in this sort of situation twice? Like, you know what happened in the last marriage. Teresa, you went to jail. You went to jail.
Yep.
Your ex-husband went to jail. Your marriage ended. You now get into this. And this is what happens again? You owe all this money? How? I just can't wrap my head around it.
You know, if you were to tell me when this relationship first started that this is where it was going to go, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
No, I believe it 100%. The man is a con artist.
Yep. And everybody else knew that. And everybody could say it to her, and she didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
And the fact that
Never forget Joe Gorga talking about the pizza business he was going to go into with Louis and how it all went to shit.
I'm just going to say,
And Louis like, Joe owes me money. Who owes Louis owes? It's all, you know.
I'm going to say,
Ugh.
time and time again, Teresa finds herself in these situations, and yet people still blame the Gorkas.
I know.
But
I know. No, it really is crazy. So these are the records that people obtained. They have been hit with over $3 million in tax liens. I don't really fully. So here's my problem: is like tax lingo.
Yes, that's also another thing. I just
Tax
know they owe money.
This is it's a property like a property tax. A lien is a legal claim against your property to secure payment of your tax debt, while a levy actually takes a property to satisfy the tax debt. So right now so it seems like they've been issued this on obviously on the property that they have. Teresa owing $303, give or take, $1,000, and Louis owing nearly $2.6 million. This comes 3 months after Louis was issued another lien for $163,000 in December 2024, which the New Jersey court website shows is still an open case. The reality star who tied the knot, we know this already, blah, 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 11-month sentence, mail, wire, and bankruptcy fraud. And we know that Joe also went to jail as well. Pair got engaged in 2021. They've been married. And once again, not signing a prenup is really, really quite the issue here. So it's just seeing this come out and seeing it's like, oh, they owe, and I'm sure a guy like Louis has never not owed money. You know?
I don't know why that's cracking me up. Like, just his whole life, he's just always owed some sort 100%. Of money.
Like, he's been living beyond his means and like doing this lavish lifestyle and just owes tons of people money.
I mean,
including the IRS.
No, yes, you're 100% correct. And I just I feel
shady business deals.
I feel really good for us that we have been calling Louis out from day one. That he was clearly on.
Who likes Louis?
But Teresa and her kids. Well, it's an issue.
Yeah.
Clearly something, it's just to find yourself in this sort of situation again so soon is really should be eye-opening for yourself, but I don't know if it will be. I don't know if it will open Teresa's eyes, but I think it should open eyes of people around her.
And Gia's studying to be a lawyer. Like, help your mom out.
No, but Gia, studying to be a lawyer, told her that she didn't need a prenup. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. There's like, they got that old school in them.
Yeah, but did they see what happened with the...
Look, Gia just started a podcast. She's going to have to lend them some money.
Those ads. She's going to have to pay for Louis' tax debt off.
Yeah. Crazy.
The podcast ads. I'm going to have to carry the family.
Disappointing.
It's just crazy. Like, I'm like trying not to laugh, but it's just insane.
And I truly, I do feel bad for the girls because those girls have been put through it over and over and over and over again. And it's just like, they got to be like, Mom, come on.
Like, this fucking guy.
Like, we're going to have this is like
coming.
Yeah, right.
It's just crazy.
Who knows? Maybe maybe Teresa has some ridiculous explanation for all of this and it makes sense in their inner circles and they're like, oh no, it's totally fine. Like we're doing this and it's totally fine. It's like not a big deal, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, if she stays with this guy, I don't know. She's going to stay with Louis.
Of course she is.
Oh God. That's a bad idea.
Of course she is.
That is a bad idea.
I would be so shocked
if they got divorced.
Yeah, shocked.
They're gonna get divorced eventually.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You think we're gonna ride this one out together forever?
They'll go to jail again together.
But look at what that did for the last marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
They did split up after the joint jail.
Well,
sentence.
Georgia. He also was deported, so
right.
That kind of threw a wrench in the marriage as well.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, figure it out, Teresa.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. All right. that wraps up the topics.
Jeez Louise.
No, that I actually when I texted you that last night when I wrote "Geez Louise," and I read it again and I was like,
What?
that seemed like a pun.
Yeah,
like, that
yeah.
seemed like a Louis
Yeah,
pun.
you went with a
yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. Got that sound. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise is right.
Woo! All right.
So yeah,
Good
that's
luck, Teresa.
happening.
Pay your bills. Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your damn taxes.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I think I was saying that word wrong the entire time. Just was corrected by Sarah.
Lean.
Lean. A tax lean.
Okay.
Somebody on TikTok was saying Len, so they were wrong too.
A
That
tax
person on
lien.
TikTok. A tax
Anyways,
len.
pay your taxes.
No, a tax lean.
A tax lien.
Why
Pay your
not just spell it lean?
Pay your tax liens.
Why does it have to be spelled Lien?
I don't know.
Lean. They have liens. The
Jeez
lean.
Louise.
They owe liens.
They owe Jeez Louise.
All we know is that is money. Those
Jeez
things are worth
Louise.
dollars, millions for them.
Millions.
So
Millions
Yep.
of dollars.
obviously, I'm not a lawyer either,
No.
or up in my tax jargon.
No, but they should be.
They should.
They should be
should
because they're going to jail. Maybe.
No,
Allegedly.
no,
They're not. Don't put that in. They're probably not going to jail. I just said that as a joke. That was all alleged. Alleged. Don't sue me. I don't even know what I'm saying at this
There's
point.
no jail implications.
There's
for-
no
as of
jail.
right
They
now.
just have to pay.
No, it's just like, pay your taxes.
But I just wouldn't be shocked
yeah.
if they ended up there again. All right, that wraps up the topics. Make sure you're making it in time for McDonald's breakfast. It's the best feeling. Make it in time with that buzzer. Oh my God, you look and you see, oh, you just have enough time to make McDonald's breakfast. The best feeling. Whether you're getting McGriddles, McMuffins, some hotcakes, maybe just bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, or their hash browns, which we know you're getting the hash brown no matter what, and multiple of them because one just isn't going to do. Make sure you are getting your breakfast first because breakfast always comes first, and make sure you're waking up in time for McDonald's breakfast. Wake up, it's time for McDonald's breakfast. Welcome back to the Pop Corner. We're going to be taking your voicemails, whatever you guys called in about. Maybe you got some hot takes and pop culture you want to discuss. Maybe just life. Last week we had somebody talking about perfume and her mother-in-law and a whole weird thing. So whatever you want to talk about, call in. The number is 914-297-7089. Once again, that number is 914-297-7089, and maybe we'll take your call next week. Let's get into it. Play the first one.
Hey, Rhea and Fran, it's Hallie from Clemson. My question to you guys is, which actor
Trivia
or
queen.
actress do you think is the Nickelback of the acting world? In the sense that they're really popular, very successful, but probably not very talented. My two arguments for this would be Jennifer Lopez, and then I think this one's sneaky underrated, Tobey Maguire. Outside of the Spider-Man movies and maybe The Great Gatsby, he really hasn't done a lot and hasn't shown a lot of range. That would be my pick, but I'm curious to hear y'all's.
Huh.
Can I say that I thought the exact opposite of this question when she said the Nickelback? I thought it was going to be like somebody who's actually really talented and has great songs but is not appreciated enough.
Right.
But she worded it as like somebody who's really popular and da-da-da but has not a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I disagree with the Tobey Maguire.
I
do too.
I disagree with the whole Nickelback preface because I actually think Nickelback is underrated. I think people shit on Nickelback.
Right.
But Nickelback actually does have great songs.
I felt the same, more of like an underappreciated, like
An underappreciated
who is
actor.
it that everybody loves, but they only ever win Teen Choice Awards kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Like I thought the way that the Nickelback thing was presented was actually, and
Like I would go with like The Rock.
Oh, The Rock, Kevin Hart.
Like The Rock isn't out here winning Oscars, but his movies are fun and people love him, and he's
Yeah.
he's
Did
got
you
a
see
lot.
that he's
but,
gonna be in
you
Martin
know.
Scorsese's next movie.
Really?
I thought it was a fake headline at first.
Wow,
like with,
maybe
like-
he's moving to the next level.
Like, I'm pretty sure
maybe.
like with DiCaprio, like, which is just shocking.
what?
Oh my goodness.
The
Huh?
Rock.
Yeah, I mean, like I honestly, the whole Fast and Furious franchise, like, I'd put Vin Diesel in there too.
I was gonna say like an actor who's
Yeah,
underappreciated.
The Rock is joining Leonardo DiCaprio for Martin Scorsese's next movie.
Wow.
Crime drama with Emily Blunt. What a cast.
Damn.
Crime drama with Emily Blunt. Didn't they do another movie together? The Rock and Emily Blunt? The one that was on that river? Jungle
Jumanji?
Cruise? No, it was not Jumanji. Google Jungle Cruise for me for a second. Tell me that's a movie with The Rock and Emily Blunt.
The
Yes, it
Nickelback
is.
of
Thank you.
The
Okay.
Nickelback of acting is often used to describe Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Because
is that
of
just
his
because of
name?
the name?
He's actually a good actor.
Did you
No.
guys know? I saw a TikTok about this the other day, and it blew my mind because I did not know this. That Nicolas Cage is a Coppola.
No. Oh,
Like in
someone
what-
said The Rock too.
In what
And
way?
The Rock, yeah. He's in the Coppola family, like Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, but like how?
It's I believe it was Francis Ford Coppola is his uncle.
Interesting.
So Francis Ford Coppola's brother is Nicolas Cage's dad.
Oh, that's the same thing as Nicolas Cage related to Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah. Right? Uncle, a nephew?
Coppola is Cage's uncle.
Yeah.
Through Cage's father, August.
Crazy. He's
Wow.
in the Coppola fam.
Nicolas Cage's father, August Coppola, is Francis Ford Coppola's brother.
Yeah. I just never thought of like Nicolas Cage as obviously it's just from the name too, but you know, a fellow Italian. I didn't know.
Fellow paisan we
Yeah.
have here. Okay.
And I wonder why obviously he decided to use a different name
Did you guys
professionally.
ever watch the Nicolas Cage movie from a few years ago, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, where he plays himself?
No.
It's him and Pedro Pascal. So funny and so good.
I have not
Put on
seen
your
that.
list.
Yeah.
Okay, I think The Rock is a good answer.
I would go The Rock. That
That's
would
a
be
solid
I feel like
that
that's
would be
the
my pick.
default of like most people would be like The Rock is like the biggest movie star, yet
Yeah.
every movie he does is pretty terrible.
And
Yeah.
your favorite actor
But, like,
isn't
big.
The Rock.
Right.
No one's favorite actor is The Rock. I also
Right.
think Kevin Hart and him are like the same in that way.
That's fair. I think a lot of those comedic actors probably fall into that category, you know? But
yeah. There's not
he's-
like any like serious actors.
but like The Rock, yeah, I would go. I think that's probably
I think a lot of people, I've seen people argue that Al Pacino is like not a good actor recently.
interesting. I think that's a
I don't
fairly, hot,
agree with
that.
fairly hot take.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
All right,
I
next
don't
question.
see that either.
Hi, Rhea, Fran, and Noah. This is Carly. I'm calling from New Hampshire, and I have a question about potential interviews because today you posted your teaser for interview with Brian, and I'm not really ever good at guessing who it is, but for a second I thought it was Joe Alwyn, and I was like,
Ugh.
oh my God, that is crazy. And then it got me thinking, like, he's an actor, he's doing press. If he was going to come on your show or wanted to, would you say yes? I just feel like the Swiftie tea around it would be crazy, and I just want to know, would you guys be down to interview Joe Alwyn? Obviously, understanding you would not be able to or even want to ask about Taylor, but just curious. Love you guys so much. Thanks. Bye.
I wouldn't say no right off the bat is the thing, but
no,
it's a situation where 100% we would not 100% Taylor Swift's off the table. Like I know that for a fact, like the way that a lot of these you know, publicists and their teams work is like I could almost guarantee we would get a note before that one of like, oh hey, by the way, no Taylor Swift questions, thanks.
Yeah, and I think
I
then
don't think I'd even want to ask him about Taylor
no,
Swift.
and then I think we would have a conversation like, are we interested then?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, are we interested in his body of work?
Right. No,
You
it's
know?
like,
And
yeah,
then it
yeah.
would be like,
And because it really, I haven't found, like, he hasn't been in that many things that I have watched and been like, wow, he was really good in that. But he has been doing a lot more. So I don't know.
it would depend on what he was promoting. I think that would be
Yeah,
the question. If he
yeah.
was promoting like a movie or TV show that he was in that we thought was interesting, and we could find a lot to talk about that way. But he seems to be such a
Right.
private person that I feel like the interview would maybe fall flat and dull if we couldn't talk about anything besides the project
Right.
that he was promoting.
And I don't find him to be like, there's some Taylor Swift exes that I'm like, ugh, you know, dumb. Like, I don't really have those feelings about
Seems
him.
like a boring guy.
Yeah, I think like, do I think he had, you know, maybe made a lot of promises he didn't keep with her? Yeah. And probably promised some commitment that didn't happen and they were together for a long time. But like, am I going to say he's not allowed on this show because of that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
No.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be like, no, he's not allowed. It would just depend. I think it would all come down to what he's promoting.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, Rhian, Fran, and Noah. My name is Kennedy, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. And my hot take is that I cannot stand Lexi on Summer House. Anytime I tell my friends that, they're like, what? And I think that she's fine for the show. I think, you know, her and Jesse, whatever. But she just seems like such a, I hate to say, pick-me girl. And I also hate that I'm, like, tearing a girl down. But I cannot stand her. She seems kind of like a, where's my hug out? And just the whole, like, I was bullied because I'm a model and everyone thought that I was going to be mean. Like, shut up. I hate her. Oh, my God. Like, I just actually cannot stand her. I'm curious kind of what your thoughts are about it. Maybe my opinions are too strong and I need to simmer down. But thanks. Love y'all.
She's cracking me up. She's like, I really hate knocking women down, but I fucking hate Lexi so much. She's like,
It's actually the most classic conversation. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk shit, but
yeah. Lexi really doesn't. I don't have strong feelings about Lexi.
I feel the same way. I'm actually pretty indifferent. Like,
yeah. I think it actually would have been way better off, and I think we would have gotten to know her way more if the Jesse thing wasn't right away.
Right, it
because
happened immediate. Yeah.
So like her whole storyline is Jesse, and I think that kind of takes away from her and getting to know her and the things that she's done. Like even in those little clips of her talking about modeling so young and like living in Paris, like all these things, those are all really fascinating things. But really the show only focuses on like, oh, like, is she hooking up with Jesse? Are they having sex? Are they not having sex? Here's meet my parents. Like all these things that seem kind of bizarre and forced a little bit because of just this potential romance with her and Jesse. I get it. I think sometimes it is tough, and you know, not to call this girl out because I think I understand sometimes is like, but you have to pinpoint it. It's not even as like sometimes there's like a just straight up a jealousy thing. Like Lexi is stunning. And I think it's hard because people look at her and they're like, oh my God, what does she have to complain about? She's so pretty. Like the whole, you know, and we don't know. She can have her insecurities. She can talk about having her moments, and she's probably been in casting rooms, all these things that like, cause I know these last couple episodes, like she was talking about how she's insecure about her boobs. Like she's been told like her boobs are too small, like all these things. And it's like, if you're watching this, you're like, okay, Lexi, real, you know, you're, but that's how she feels.
Yeah, and I think that people just hear like, oh, she's a model. They're like, models can't be insecure. When I actually think models, even though they are gorgeous, have a lot to be insecure about because they are constantly picked apart. And maybe they're not picked apart by the public, you know, like us or other people are like, wow, they're gorgeous. But they step into a room and they get told by their agent, this is wrong about you. That's wrong about you. You have to fix this. You have to do that. So like there can be insecurities. And I don't think people should just take that away from her because like she's allowed to be insecure about things, even if she's this absolute stunning girl. Like you don't know how somebody feels on the inside. As for just like the storyline itself, I think is, you know, repetitive and probably could be a little bit more interesting. And I think if we got to know her in a different light. So I'm with you. I feel a little bit indifferent about it, and I'm not obsessed with her, but I definitely don't dislike her.
No.
Like I don't have a strong feeling.
What happened to Bailey?
I have no idea.
There was straight up a whole other girl who's
just not on.
I feel like she hasn't been in an episode in weeks.
No, and I don't know if she returns.
Yeah. Crazy. What the
Interesting.
hell happened there?
I don't know. I would love to find out.
Weird.
Yeah, it is
really
weird.
Yeah, okay.
Chicks in the Office are brought to you by Hey Dude. Wherever life takes you, the Austin Lift is here to elevate every step. These lift shoes are the ultimate blend of versatility, comfort, and a touch of height to enhance your everyday look. Whether you're rocking the classic leather, the chic suede, or the cozy fuzzy styles, these shoes are ready to make a statement. Perfect as a sneaker alternative, they're easy to slip on, effortlessly stylish, and comfortable enough to keep up with your busiest days. Hey Dude is the official comfort shoe of Barstool, and the Austin Lift gives you the support you deserve and the style you crave. Elevate your style and step confidently into every moment. Don't wait, lift your look, and grab a pair of Austin Lifts at heydude.com.
Hey guys, love the pod. Been listening forever. This isn't really a pop culture hot take. It's just a possible hot take. I saw it on TikTok the other day and it just aggravates me. Why are people doing the pillow chop? You know, they put a real pillow on their couch and then they just chop it in the middle. And they're like, if you're not doing the chop, you're doing it wrong. Why are we chopping it in the middle? I don't get it.
What are we talking about right now?
I've seen this as well.
Isn't that just a decor thing?
Yeah,
like that's like a
when you have
standard
pillow,
decor
you,
thing.
Chop it in the middle, so it's kind of like it
Yeah.
looks like. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like people do that for their pillows on their couch.
Yeah. So what's happening?
She doesn't like it.
like it.
Oh.
She's like, just leave your pillow be, I suppose. No need for the chop.
I guess if you have the type of pillow that does a chopping. I don't have any decorative pillows that can do a chop.
Yeah, but that is a
Can I see an example?
Yeah. Like it's
I've seen it on
a
TikTok.
pillow chop refers to a
like-
decorative styling technique where you flatten a pillow lengthwise, creating a slightly indented or chopped look, often used to enhance the appearance of throw pillows on beds or sofas.
I see. None of my pillows move. Like they don't.
So it's like if you were to
chop.
do that to your pillow, you know, like to have
Right.
it be like there's a little
Oh.
indent on the top of your pillows.
Gotcha. I have never ever thought about this in my life.
Let me
I've
tell you,
never
yeah.
given this a second
No.
of thought. I haven't
No.
seen this on my TikTok. Is this
I'm
a
not
thing?
I'm not fancy enough to be chopping my pillows.
No,
you know,
it-
some people do.
Have you seen this on your TikTok?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I haven't seen this at all. I
I
probably
haven't
will
seen
now.
it on TikTok at all. I just have seen it when
Always
I haven't
wondered
seen-
the same thing.
I haven't seen it specifically talking about the pillow chop on TikTok, but I see it when I get like interior design
You've
shit that comes
seen
up.
People's pillows be chopped.
Yes. Or they're already pre-chopped. Like when the video starts, all the pillows are chopped.
This has
You know?
opened up a brand new world to
Yeah.
me that I've never, ever, ever in my life have thought
Yeah.
a second about pillow chopping.
The only thing I ever did
And now I guess I will. I
Yeah.
guess as an adult, I will now think about pillow chopping.
The only thing I ever did was
Huh.
when we would clean up like our living room growing up when people were coming over.
Yeah.
And my mom would say, "Oh, fix the pillows."
You just
You
flop
just
them
give
up.
them a little pop,
Yeah,
pop,
little boom, boom,
little
boom,
slap, maybe shake them out a little bit, prop them right up.
Yeah.
I was not chopping.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just give mine a
Yeah.
little puff, like a
Little
boom, boom.
fluff.
Yeah, a little fluff.
Yeah.
But I don't go chop, chop.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot people do the chop.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Clearly, we're not chopping.
I didn't even know what it was, so count me out.
Yeah. So I guess we hate it too.
Yeah, we're with you.
Hey, Rhea, Fran, Noah, love the pod. This is Shannon from San Diego, and I have been listening religiously since 2020. You guys seriously are like the highlight of so many of my weeks. So thanks for being
you.
awesome. Okay, I became obsessed with Traders and also Love Island USA season 6. So my question kind of combines the two. But if you had to pick someone from Love Island US season 6 to be on the next season of Traders, who would it be? Thanks.
Liv.
Really?
That was my first thought too.
Or Cordell.
I was gonna say Cordell.
Both have wildly different personalities, and I
Yeah.
think they would both be great on Traders.
I also think Janae would be great too.
Oh my God, Janae would be hilarious.
I think Janae would be really good on
Who do you think would be the
Traders.
best trader?
Well, clearly
I
Aaron.
feel like Kendall might
'cause
be
he
a
won.
good trader. Like,
Oh, but Aaron was a faithful,
right,
no?
Aaron, yeah.
Well, Aaron won. By the way,
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah,
won
that's
Traders
crazy.
UK.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even like think of like the other Rob.
I feel like
Rob would be
wouldn't bad.
horrendous
He'd be just
on
boring.
this show.
Yeah.
He would be so bad.
Yeah.
I would go Liv or Cordell.
No, I yeah.
And for a trader, I think
trader.
Liv would be a better trader. I do not think Cordell would be a good trader.
yeah, I agree. I think Cordell would be a good faithful.
Yeah, I think
Let's
Janae actually would be a good trader.
I
think
yeah,
she'd be
I
a
think
good
she would
trader.
too. I think she would too.
She'd get people she'd be able to swindle people into
Yeah,
believing her.
I think so. Let's do one more.
Hi, Rhea and Fran and Noah. This is Jen from Philly. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
I would like to hear your advice on a current situation that some of my friends are going through. one of our closest friends is getting married, and she chose her bridesmaids and did not make my friends bridesmaids. They're saying that at one point she promised them that they would be and called them her bridesmaids, and they're a little butthurt about it. So my question or advice I'd like to hear on this is, do you think the bride should have given them a heads up that they weren't going to be bridesmaids, or do you think it's not that serious, it's not that deep, and we should just be happy? Thanks.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I think that when you are on both sides of it now, I think that people kind of underestimate how potentially stressful that process is for the bride. And if they have a certain number, or if they have a certain things that happen, or like you could really find yourself stressed out about who's going to be a bridesmaid, who's not going to be a bridesmaid. If you have a big group of friends, like, but you know you can only pick a few of them, like you can't have everyone be bridesmaids. Some people can have everyone be bridesmaids, and I don't know, like, you also don't know until you're in it. So maybe there was times when the bride was like, oh yeah, like I'd love for everyone to be a bridesmaid, you know, and I'm sure that's how she really felt. But when it gets down to planning it, sometimes things change.
Yeah, but I do think it's fair that maybe the bride should have given a little warning. And and I think it's easy to do that. You say, hey, things changed. I really wanted everybody to be in my bridal party. I would have loved to have everybody be in it, but things are getting a little out of hand. The party's getting too big, and, you know, we just had to downsize it a little bit. But, like, I love you so much. I can't wait to celebrate with you. Thank you. And honestly, your friend should be like, all right, well, then you would take it as like, okay, well, that's great. But considering she didn't say anything, I could see being like, all right, she didn't say anything, whatever, but brush it off and just have a good time and be happy. It's really not that serious. And, like, it probably is, like Fran said, like, probably got really stressful and had to make some cuts, and you couldn't have, you know, that amount, and things can get expensive too. And that money can come into play, and it can be like, oh, well, you know, we have this many people and this, and the money's going there and that, the whole thing. And
especially if it's like, you know, certain table settings, or if you're getting ready in the morning, hair and makeup and the whole thing.
I feel like there's so many different factors, but I do agree that maybe something should have been said by the bride to the people she had promised, to be like, you know, I had to downsize. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I would have loved to have you guys be a part of it, but unfortunately not. And then, you know, so I could see both, but I feel like maybe she should have said something if she really did promise.
Yeah.
But understand.
But maybe she doesn't even
maybe she doesn't even remember saying it.
Yeah.
In which your friends maybe could have said something to her like, hey, whatever happened? Remember when you said I was going to be a bridesmaid? And not even to cause a fight, just more of like a conversation. It doesn't have to be an argument. It could just be like, ooh, whatever happened? And then you have a conversation, you move along from it, so that it's not weighing over their heads the whole time, or talking behind her back, like, oh, remember when she said this? If you just say it to her, then you can kind of get past it faster.
It is just always better to kind of talk it out too, because I've had instances where it's just like, oh, I guess I'm not a bridesmaid, but she didn't say anything, and we're just gonna act like everything's fine, and everything is fine, like it's not a big deal, but it just a 4-second conversation would appease everybody, really.
Yeah, if you were like, oh, hey, you told me I was gonna be a bridesmaid, totally cool. If not, just confused. But it's not that serious. Everyone should just be happy and let it pass, because everybody's stressed, I'm sure. All right, that wraps up the Pop Corner. Make sure you're calling in all your voicemails, your hot takes, life, whatever you want to talk about. We'll take more voicemails, and next week on the Pop Corner.
I absolutely love all of my 47 hats. I am wearing them all the time, especially in studio, in the office, around, running errands. Like these are my go-to hats. And baseball season is almost here. They have some great new hats. I'm wearing the Phillies Pomona wool hat in the hitch style. I love the hitch style. I think it's super flattering. Everyone can really wear it. I got a ton of Eagles hats in that hitch style as well. 47 has new drops launching constantly for your favorite leagues and teams. I know they are known for their headwear, but you can also check out their apparel too. They have a really cool new foundation line that you can go check out. They have tons of options available for your favorite league and favorite team with a variety of silhouettes to find your fit. So if you're more of a classic, baseball hat style, they have that. If you want to go with the hitch style, like with what I'm wearing right now, they are really cool, really fun, different designs for all your favorite teams, whether it's, hockey, basketball, baseball, football, they got it. And they are great hats. You can shop 47brand.com now and use our code CITO for 20% off your purchase. Once again, get your 47 hats. You can get one just like this. Like I said, the Pomona wool styles are really, really cool. I'm obsessed with this hat. I think it's really, really cool. You can shop 47brand.com and use our code CITO for 20% off your purchase.
Here they come, guys. And here they
Hello,
come.
hello. What's going on, Jonas Kahn? Jonas Kahn, how we feeling? Woo!
Give it up for the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, let's get it. How y'all
Give
feeling
it
up top?
us.
All right.
Look at this.
Incredible.
Look at this amazing crowd. We have people from Europe, Brazil, Canada.
Woo! Wow. Tudo bem. Well, thank you both for being here with us today. This is so exciting to have you here. Thank you for your help.
Obviously, we could not be happier to be here. This is a dream come true, being here to celebrate 20 years of the Jonas Brothers.
20 years and counting. Let's just keep it rolling.
20 years, and your fans are as dedicated today as they were as the first day. How does that feel?
Feels unbelievable. I mean, we have the best fans in the world, obviously. Hey, Wayne. Yeah, we have the best fans in the world, and honestly, it's crazy walking through some of the activations that we've been working on for months now. Last night we were doing a sound check in here, and then also in Jonas Beach.
Yeah.
And going to the museum, seeing some of these, even that shirt you're wearing right there for the 2009. Yep,
2009
tour.
Yep.
Seeing some of these outfits or memorabilia, just walking through memory lane, the Disney Channel Games outfits, kind of wild. Very nostalgic for us.
It's amazing. We just asked the crowd, honestly, what your teams were for the Disney Channel games. Do you guys remember?
Green, I think, right? Green team.
Just ask them.
They know it. They know
Team
it.
Red, baby. Let's get it. Well, isn't it the color of spring, the yellow, right? That's right.
Yes. Yeah, we're in the spring zone now. It's beautiful.
I was told butter yellow is the color of spring.
It is.
So
I
was just early to the trend, guys.
You are early.
Very on trend.
We're here at American Dream Mall. It's in New Jersey. What does it mean for you guys to be in New Jersey for this moment?
Coming back to Jersey for Jonas Kahn, for the first ever Jonas Kahn, is so special for us because, we would drive past MetLife Stadium and Izod Center or Continental Airlines Arena, as we used to call it, and dream of being able to play shows for fans. Mm-hmm. Early days we'd be in the food court basically at different malls up and down the East Coast. A lot of you were there, and we felt like this venue is the perfect place to host this event because it sort of is that full circle moment, takes us right back to our roots and launches this next chapter for us. And having friends of ours out here in different sort of chapters of our journey, you guys as well, you've been such a huge part of the last couple of years of our Happiness Begins to now sort of era, and it's just great to see all of the folks here who started off with us, growing and kind of finding their own career paths and life journeys and bringing their families to the show. So it holds a lot of significance to us, and obviously, of course, with the announcement of a tour starting at MetLife on August 10th, we couldn't be more excited.
Who's coming?
Things off in Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. You mentioned the tour. Everyone's excited for MetLife August 10th. But you mentioned how important it is to be in New Jersey, but people travel all over. I mean, we have
it's
Europe,
crazy.
Brazil, Canada. It's crazy that you started in Jersey, but people will travel all over to come see you guys in the place where you guys began.
It's really special to us. I mean, we have somewhere in this massive place a van that kind of represents the van we used to drive around early days. We would be up and down the Northeast in a van and trailer playing for anybody that would listen to us. And we performed a lot in malls. So we set up at like 5 a.m. and do sound check. By 9 a.m. we were playing, or 8 a.m. sometimes. And usually people were asking us to stop playing and to full circle be back in this setting. And to see people from all over the world traveling to see, it's unbelievable. We don't take it for granted at all. So thank you for being here with us today. This is very cool.
Very cool.
You talk about those early years, you're traveling in the van, you're playing at malls. What is each of your Mama, we made it moment from those early years?
Well, I was saying this earlier. It's funny. A career is about peaks and valleys, and kind of just trying to keep the space between those as small as possible. And we've certainly experienced our highs and our lows throughout our career, or our perceived highs and lows. But it's hard to believe that looking back 15, 16 years when things really started to kick off, that we'd be reaching new peaks with each and every one of you, and that we could be here looking up and celebrating this journey, but also celebrating what really is the best chapter in my mind. So this moment right now would have to be that, and there's plenty of other things along the way, but the fact that we as family have survived this like we have, and have come out stronger and with deeper love and respect for each other is the greatest win of everything.
That's amazing, because I feel like the fans can really feel that. You mentioned the peaks and the valleys and being a family, and you guys have taken everybody on that journey through it all. And mentioning that this is the moment right here for you, does it feel like time just flew by? It's been 20 years, but does it feel like, oh my gosh, we just blinked?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I think we still feel pretty young, I guess, in some ways.
You guys are young.
It's a long day. Yeah, we still feel pretty young, and I think we have a lot of things that we have planned to announce today, throughout the day, which showcase not just the next year, but like the next 5 to 10 years that we have ahead of us. So, staying also pretty busy.
Yeah, like you said, massive announcement, brand new tour, Jonas 20, Living the Dream.
Yeah, with some great supporting acts,
Totally.
and also a partner in Marshmallow, who's going to be on tour with us, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Extremely excited.
Wow. I see your shirt back there. That's the first Jonas Brothers merch item ever. Yes. Yep. That's,
Wow, there it is.
Wow. Did you
Look at that.
remake that? That's really? Oh, cool.
That's original, she said.
Whoa. That was from 2006? Seven.
She says.
Wow. Crazy.
That's amazing.
Oh.
It is very impressive, the things that people save and bring out
I
and
can't
have.
believe it. See, you saved all this. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
Yep.
that's crazy.
We save it all for this moment right here to
Right.
be able to
Yeah,
wear
20
it.
years later.
Yeah.
We knew Jonas Con was coming.
Exactly.
We all knew.
To be at the mall. They're all fired up for this tour, of course. What is going to make this tour pop different? Obviously, everyone here, I'm sure, was at the tour. So what are we doing in this new tour?
Obviously we had to find a way to kind of one-up the 5 albums one night tour, and I think
Hard to do.
collectively, what we've come to, which we're really excited about, and the poster kind of shows that, is expanding the sort of Jonas universe a little bit, and including solo Joe music, DNCE, dusting off the cobwebs of the administration and bringing up that, as well as obviously putting together a show that really represents our journey. It's going to be our biggest and most ambitious show we've ever done, and I think it's just about making sure that we tell a story about family and brotherhood and what that means to us, but also just a celebration. I mean, it's going to be 20 years of this journey that we've all been on together. So it's got to have that feeling in the music. So it'll be a good combination of old stuff, new stuff, and everything in between.
Yeah. If there's anything that these fans love doing, is celebrating you guys, which is amazing. You talked about peaks, values, all the things you guys have done. We were just talking with some of your Camp Rock cast members right before you got out here.
No, I'm so glad they're here.
which is amazing. They were talking about it's the first time they've seen each other in years. How does it feel now to see kind of the resurgence on TikTok, people watching Camp Rock for the first time? They're seeing you guys in a different setting. Joe, we know you love TikTok, so you must be seeing this. Love, hate.
Actually, I was just watching. I was on TikTok. Somebody was live streaming your interview, so I was like, what was our Disney Channel games colors?
Yeah,
I was playing along.
Some Jonas trivia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen?
My girls are finally, watching Disney Plus and seeing all those things. So I'm finally cool to most of their friends because you're the guy that was in Camp Rock. So I'm finally cool again with them. It's good.
That's incredible.
That is great. Joe, are you ever scrolling and it's just like, Shane Gray just jumping right out at you?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. That's
me usually doing some dances. Yes.
That's certainly what I figured. Joe, this one's also for you. There's an activation here for your new album. People have to go. We're dying here. When are we gonna get?
I saw your clip from your show.
Yep.
Yes.
I commented.
Yeah, we did see that. We did see that. And then
yet we didn't quite get the answer we were hoping for.
What was your question?
When?
When? Later today, I'll be announcing when.
Ooh.
So to your point, in this American dream, in this Jonas dream we have here, somewhere, I get lost. There is a activation I put together with some amazing people to kind of highlight my new album that's coming, and you can go in there and listen to some songs I haven't released yet. So if you have time and your busy day, go check it out.
So for all of you that rush to get here and get your spot for the Sky Stage, first perform 5 a.m. Make sure after this, thank you for lining up so early, but make sure you go out and see some of these activations. There's some really cool stuff. Our team has done an incredible job. We got to give props. Our incredible crew and our team for helping put this whole thing together.
It's amazing.
It's really incredible. So go see it, go have fun. We're going to get up here in a little bit and perform, and we have another special guest that's coming up as well. But please go see that stuff.
Yeah.
And,
the activations are incredible. The merch is incredible, so go check that out.
Oh wait, the collab merch we have is great.
Yes.
We have a collab hoodie.
Sweatshirt. Yeah.
Sweatshirt, yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I saw it last
pretty
night.
cool. It's pretty
cozy.
cool.
It is.
A little fun question for you guys.
Finally.
Bring it on.
Yeah. let's have some fun, huh?
If your phone got stuck on one Jonas Brothers album.
That question could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, it could have, honestly. We were keeping it tame for session one. If your phone got stuck on one Jonas Brothers album on repeat, and you actually couldn't listen to any other music besides your own, what album would it be?
This is a controversial question. Everyone has lots of thoughts and opinions. I think that because of what it represents sort of emotionally for me and for us in some ways, I think Happiness Begins represents a lot of good memories and those songs I'm just really proud of. I think it's tough to come back after as long a break or breakup as we had to re-find your musical chemistry and just your chemistry in general. But I think we were able to lock in pretty quick and make an album I'm really proud of. What about you, Joe?
I think the most recent album, probably
the album.
The album.
Yeah.
I love that. Working with John Bellion was a dream come true, and I feel like a lot of growth for us musically, but also the stories we were speaking to, and even the ones that some people are like, I'm not sure. I'm like, well, it's not for you then.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin, you gotta go old
You don't
school.
get it.
Come on,
I
Kevin.
will. I was going to say there's no Jonas Brothers without the Jonas Brothers album.
Yes.
So
There we go.
That, I think that album specifically was the beginning of who we were and who we are, and I think the future has so much more, and you're not ready. So get ready. It's gonna be great.
We're so excited. We love the new music. We can't wait to hear what you guys are about to perform.
Yeah.
We also have another special guest coming out here with you guys. So I think we're ready to switch it up. Who we got coming out?
Switch it up.
Well, first of all, thank you guys. And we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Give it up.
Chicks
in the office.
Chicks in the office.
Thank you guys. An incredible crowd. Here they are. The Jonas Brothers.
We got Nick. We got Kevin.
Jonas Khan, make some noise.
Hey.
Joe.
How you feeling?
Here they go.
There we go.
Jonas Kahn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me say yeah.
Jonas Kahn. Let's get it. Hi.
Give it up for our friends, Chicks in the Office.
Chicks in the
for doing this with
Office.
us.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Chicks in the hockey arena.
Oh.
How are we feeling?
Feeling great.
As
Oh,
we
yeah.
actually felt a little left out during the.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you
That's
go.
fair. Oh nice.
We got our
bright in here.
sunglasses to match you
It is
guys.
very sunny in here.
Are those
but-
ours?
It's a giant. She stole those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
dressing room's right next
She
to
stole
ours,
them from
though.
your dressing room downstairs. I saw her, and now I told on her.
Oh man.
So you guys were at Jonas Beach before this.
Oh yeah, we were hanging out at Jonas Beach. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Did you get a little wet? Did you guys go in the whirlpool at all?
We're going back there in a bit. There's still time.
Still a water slide. Water slides are crazy.
Yeah.
Is that first for you guys performing at a water park?
First time in a lazy river singing a song. Yeah.
Not our first time performing at a water park, actually.
No, it's not.
I got to say, though, we were just backstage talking. We are having so much fun today.
So fun.
Genuinely.
So many familiar faces.
We were looking at our schedule for the day, and there's a lot of things. We're performing, I think, 7 or 8 times between the different stages. But you guys are just carrying us the whole way with the
We love
energy
it.
you're bringing. We're having an amazing time. Our parents were just backstage saying how much fun they're having. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a full family affair
Yeah.
for sure. And
The first time we met the two of you was it a Coors Light?
Yeah, we did a little brewery
Yes.
tour.
We went to the brewery tour. That was fun.
Which honestly feels
Like 10 years ago.
it feels so long ago. And to imagine us back on the stage, I mean, I know this isn't about us, but it feels insane.
You guys know
It's
that
really
that
about
was
you.
our 100th
It was.
episode of the
It's our
podcast.
100th episode.
Guess how many episodes we've done since then?
105.
We're on 800.
800
We're on
episodes.
like episode 800.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
No way.
You
That's
guys, you
amazing.
guys are on 20 years. We're on 800
Yeah,
episodes.
That's
Right.
amazing. Congrats. Make some noise. Chicks in the Office.
Yeah.
800 and counting.
Thank you. Now, it's all because of these amazing fans that have
Absolutely.
stuck
Totally.
with you
Of
guys.
course.
And I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay,
Because
Kevin.
in the beginning you interviewed us. So, Fran, I got to ask.
Yeah.
What was your first Jonas Brothers memory, though? Because
Ooh.
yours specifically,
Yeah.
I need to know, like, what was the moment for you that you were like, yeah, I'm a Jonas Brothers fan for life?
It was the Burnin' Up tour 2008 at PNC, Homedale, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Outdoors with my best friend Claire, who's still here. She's
here? Hi, Claire.
always with
Where is
me.
she?
Hi, Claire.
Oh, yeah.
And
Behind
we,
the glass. Do you
we
not
went
trust Claire?
We went down to the Jersey Shore after we stayed in Lavalette, and we just had our merch on, and we were like, that was the best night of our lives, and
Well,
here we
thank you.
are. So
Love it.
I love it.
Yep.
Kevin, now I'm going to interrupt you
Me.
back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And a lot of the fans are going to be jealous of this. I have my 2 neighbors I grew up with, Kim and Kel. Their mom at one of your concerts caught your sweat towel and still has it to this day.
No.
Wow. I apologize.
not even them, their mother, which just makes
And I
it even
didn't
better.
bring it for you to sign, although, maybe it would have been a little
know.
I'm
weird.
sure it smells great.
Yeah.
You got to leave that as it is, you know.
Yeah, I'll sell it on eBay.
You guys,
Should.
the fans have traveled far and wide to be here today. What are some of the craziest spots you've been hearing?
We've got a lot of fans here from Brazil, it seems, which is incredible.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, Brazil. There's-
Argentina's in the
Brazil
house.
You know Brazil's in the house because they always have a flag.
We love it.
We love it.
But this week, it's been a really special week, not just what's happening here at the American Dream Mall, but also there's been stuff happening in the city between the Jonas Pizza pop-up yesterday, Bleecker Street, and also, we started previews this week for the last 5 years on Broadway, which my brothers came out to on our first preview, and a bunch of you guys have come so far, so thank you.
Yeah, I was there.
Fran went.
Nice.
I went Thursday. It was,
Oh, nice.
it was awesome.
Did you
Great.
cry?
I
She didn't
got
cry.
a little
Okay. Be
honest.
teary.
It's fine. She didn't cry. I respect the honesty.
I loved. It was my first introduction to the show. Really, I didn't know.
It's a great show.
Too
Very
much about
happy
it.
to
It
be
was
doing
awesome.
Some of the last 5 years team is up there right
Yeah.
now. There they are.
Way
Hey.
up top.
It's a beautiful thing. It's kind of a combination of all the different projects. Solo, Joe's got music coming out, which is very exciting,
Yes.
and all the stuff that we have coming together. But it's been a great week, and you
Yeah.
guys have just really shown the love from all parts of the world. And for those
Yes,
that are
thank you.
watching,
Amazing.
online, thank you guys. We love you.
What do you guys like? If you're so busy, music, Broadway, everything. When you're trying to plan things like this, a tour, you're going back and forth in the group chat. Who's the most difficult to get an answer from?
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
If it's this, usually it's Nick texting us like, "Did you see that message? We need you to respond." Anything else, he's sometimes the most difficult to get a text back from, but it's okay. He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
He's on Broadway.
He's on Broadway.
He's on Broadway. Exactly.
Nick, we saw you tweet about the lyric, "Who turned the temperature hotter?"
It's big news. Scandalous. What did you think it was?
Everyone responded to you and said, "We knew." So did you not know?
You know, it's not something that keeps me up at night, although I did tweet that at like 3 a.m. Sometimes I forget that, you know, the times I'm tweeting things, maybe I should wait till the morning or whatever. But, you know, that one, I think it's just setting the record straight in case there was any confusion. But it's really because, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, I think these guys say you. It's about them. They say the wrong lyrics. Or who?
I don't know.
Be honest. What are you guys saying? What lyrics?
Whatever the teleprompter says.
You guys use a teleprompter?
You're looking at it right here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of songs. I mean, the last tour was 5 albums,
Last
one
tour,
night.
yeah.
It was
And the last-
68 songs. in
And
one
we'll just
night.
look at each other and be like, let's just play that other song tonight. I'm like, what?
You're like,
No last minute change.
If these go down, I'm looking for anyone in the audience that's really mouthing the words. Like,
That's
Yeah.
when you do this thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
See,
You're like
another
a
tricks.
full verse. How come you get the cool purple microphone?
This is a gift from Jinjo on my birthday last year.
Oh, it's a beautiful microphone.
Thank you. It's great, right?
I think we need those.
Well, you know why I get it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you guys
You know we know.
do you guys feel left out now?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Come on, let's be honest.
My birthday's before
Jinju,
theirs.
where are
and
you,
then they just
Jinju?
start-
Where's
Yeah.
Jinju?
There she
Yeah,
is.
see, she's acting innocent.
Yeah.
Right.
She's hiding now.
We know who our
I don't know.
favorite
She
is.
gave it to me birthday, but it's.
Can we get just take a moment to give a shout out to our incredible band
Yeah.
who have literally learned every single song that we've ever released and
haven't released.
and haven't released, and they're here. You know, they've got a million things going on in their own lives, but to come and play as many shows as we're playing today with as many different set lists and being so game for everything, just want to shout them out, and our incredible crew who have really been superheroes this whole time to pull this off. So thank you guys.
They really have done such an amazing job, and you guys have stayed busy. You guys are all over the place right now. But when you're not working, what does a day look like for you guys when it's just like a day of your favorite things? And you can't say Jonas Con, that's cheating.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. Kevin, what are you doing?
You know, I just being able to get outside and play a round of golf is honestly quiet.
Someone was
it's
gonna.
great.
I literally put as if one of them says golf, I was like,
I wasn't gonna say it. No.
Yeah.
you guys love to play golf.
We
who's
do.
The best,
It's
who's the
it's
best
relaxing.
golf-
It's nice.
Who's the best golfer?
Debatable. It's Nick. He's better. He's got a lower handicap.
I'm not playing that much right now. For me, a perfect day off, you know, spending time with my family, my beautiful daughter, and my wife, who's here. You know, it's just about quiet time. And I've been getting really into watching sort of videos on YouTube as a way to wind down of just really bizarre buildings being built. And it's putting me at ease, and you should try it. I'm just going to encourage all of you, if you just need to check out.
That's new.
I'll repost some.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
That does sound nice.
That
Have you ever
sounds-
ventured
yeah.
into
It
like
sounds
Did you know the
calming.
Empire State Building was built in 13 months? We just found that out.
Did Nick
No.
teach you that?
We just went there and.
I was gonna say you guys got some fun facts when
Yeah.
you went there.
Yeah.
How the lookalike contest was pretty. Were you
It's great.
impressed by the
Pretty
winners?
amazing. You know, there are people out there that look even, I think, identical to us. that couldn't be there. But the guy that hosted it is like, looks exactly like Kevin. Did you see him?
Yes.
They reached
I
out
saw
to him because he looks so much, or Kevin looks so much like him. I don't know.
Yeah.
He should probably
Maybe.
be here. And then if you just can't make a show, we're gonna pop him in.
That sounds good. It's either him or Spencer.
Yeah. So many fans here, they've been dedicated for so long. And I think one of the biggest things that you'll see, and you guys get it all the time at shows, is tattoos. They have lyrics. They want you to draw a tattoo. If you were to pick a Jonas lyric to have fully tattooed
On our bodies.
on your bodies, what would you guys go with?
I think I have a few.
I'm sure you do, but like maybe there's you got to go full words.
Full words.
Full words.
The problem is, you do it once, and we're not the best with our handwriting. So when somebody asks us to do tattoos, love doing that for you guys. But I can't. I'm like always worried. I'm like, we're gonna put this on your body?
You shouldn't
You
do
trust
that.
me that much? I don't know about this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yes. Let's see. I mean, you know, it's funny. I've got a Cake by the Ocean tattoo, and apparently DNC, we had this whole plan. Let's all get. They never got them.
Oh.
Wow.
Right, Jack? You didn't get one. Yeah. Why are you yelling at me? Don't make me come over there, Jack.
We needed a tattoo artist station at Jonas.
Wow. I guess we'll just have to do this whole thing over again.
I guess
5 years.
The 40th anniversary.
Everyone's getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is there any lyric that you look back on and you're like, we shouldn't have put that in
Didn't
that
age
song?
well. There are songs like that.
Yeah. Full songs.
I mean, you know, that's part of the growth of an artist is that you look back and you're like, you realize where you were. I mean, sometimes you get out of the phase of writing things that are obviously like SOS. I think we even said I am in that like instant message.
There's a few songs that have I am in an instant messenger.
Technology
Big on
ages
I am.
everything.
Big I amers.
Yeah, but I think, you know, part of the cool part about these songs now that we're all older, we've lived life, is that they do sort of encapsulate a moment in time, you know, for each of us in whatever stage of our life we were in. And to me, at least, they mean even more now because you look at it from a very different perspective and how those experiences and stories shaped who you become. And I'm really grateful, even with some of the dated technology references. And there's some songs that, you know, to Joe's point, that, you know, amidst a 6 or 7 album career, there's going to be some you feel like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have included that one in there. But also that's part of it. It's like, you know, your school yearbook on display for everybody. You're going to have some things you're proud of and some things that you're embarrassed by, but that's part of the fun.
Exactly. You guys are gearing up for another massive tour starting in August, kicking off at MetLife here in literally right there. How does it feel to play MetLife?
It's going to be so special.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've gone to so many football games there and seen concerts ourselves there. So the idea, the place that we would go watch, like the very back, like the last seat, and watch our favorite football team, and then be able to perform for all these. Who's going? Who's going to go? Perfect. Woo! Perform for all these amazing fans again and have that experience. We have a really exciting thing planned for this tour. I mean, obviously last tour went longer than we even anticipated, but it's been a bucket list item for us. We were like, when we were driving up and down the Northeast, playing malls like, not like this is the biggest thing I've ever. I don't
This
even
is
know
not
what
even a mall.
This is insane. It's just so crazy. Who let them do this?
You can live every season in this mall.
It's crazy.
We walked by the skiing before.
Yeah.
You guys gonna, at the end of this, when it's all wrapped up, you guys gonna go jump in the whirlpool? I'm really stuck on that.
We'll do something to celebrate. This is a pretty monumental
Champagne going
day
down the slide.
for our family. Our parents are here.
Yeah.
As well.
Franklin Jonas performed. He crushed it.
But yeah, probably
Jump in with some champagne, spray it everywhere. Talking about the tour coming up.
Yes.
Honestly, what's the pre-show ritual for each of you? I'm sure
Well, we
you
listen
each have it
to a
different.
lot of Chicks in the Office.
Of course. Well, of course.
800 episodes worth.
Yeah.
We just keep it
There's
going.
there's a lot to go through, so you got
What's
plenty.
the rituals? I mean, there's quite a few things that have changed over time. Tequila.
Yeah.
It's always hanging around somewhere. I mean, I love tequila gets a clap. You know, I think it's definitely about spending time. You know, it's a lot looser than it was. I think back when we were younger, it was like we were so nervous and kept things very serious. But now it's a celebration, just like this is. It's for the fans. We are so grateful that we get to do this still after all these years. So it's pretty fun backstage.
Absolutely.
At least in my room.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Chicks
hear
in the Office in the background, some tequila shots.
I'm saying, we're just gonna.
It's perfect.
You guys got to come on tour with us.
If
Where's my
only.
arm? We're gonna hear some songs, potentially a new one that just was released this week.
Wow.
Can we get a little quickly, a little tease about maybe what's to come for Jonas Brothers music.
Yes, we're going to be announcing some things tonight, about new music and everything else. But there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. We've been working very hard on new music for a while. We just released Love Me to Heaven.
Yep.
Obviously, we got the track with Marshmello that came out earlier this year. He'll be joining us on the tour, as well as All American Rejects, who are performing here. Yeah. Boys Like Girls. It's going to be a party. And in addition to the new music, we're going to go back in time a little bit on this tour. Some Joe Jonas solo music coming that he's going to be playing, as well as some DNCE. I'll be dusting off the cobwebs of the administration. And, new music is definitely coming, so we're excited.
What about the book?
She asked.
The what?
What are you talking about? The book. Look, the book is
Permanently on hold?
still being written because
That's
our
true.
story is still being written in a lot of ways.
Oh, what a good answer. That was a good answer. There you go.
I've got a copy. I'll let you have it.
We're gonna wrap it up on that one. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you guys
much.
so much.
Thank you
Chicks
guys
in the
so
office.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys. We hope you enjoyed our interview with the Jonas Brothers, and hopefully we get a nice, good sit down with them in the studio. Hopefully soon. Who knows? Who's to say? We love you guys. We'll talk to you on Friday. And thanks for listening to the best show on earth.